Welcome to the second review of the evening. Up this time is Pi. Pi is based on an original game concept because it is both a 3D racing arcade game, a platform game, a puzzle game, and a first person shooting game in one for Windows. The player can go through eras such as ancient Egypt, medieval, and sci fi worlds to unlock the mysteries of the Pi number. Okay, so that's a lot.
Yeah, it's also not as unique as it's playing itself up to be.
All right, yeah. So this game was assigned to Petty for review. So over to him for the details.
Honestly, it's very much like a first-person Temple Run style game.
Temple Run, not the game I was expecting to be referenced here.
Yeah, but we're here. Think of it like Tempest meets Temple Run.
I was about to say, honestly, this game looks like last week's N2O, except a lot more brown.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, this is very much, you're trying to escape a boulder. Get running. You have to get all of the, gems, and then make it to the end of the level. Like, I mean, it's not terrible though. The controls are kind of weird. Using mouse and keyboard, you can only use the keyboard itself, and you use the arrow keys. And there's one button that's fire. But yeah, other than that, it's just not great when you're trying to go around a, sphere. Well, not a sphere, but a round plane. And then on controller, to move forward, you need to use the trigger. I think it's right trigger to go forward, which, trying to explain it sounds kind of weird, but in practice, it's fine. It's definitely one of those controller style type things. The controls itself are fine, but there is definitely some hit detection problems, both on getting hit and or like collecting items. Mostly because since it's first person, it's hard to tell where you are or where the collection plane is for you. Because you can't look down to see yourself, and there's no like alignment markers. So if you're slightly off, you just miss that gem. You need to restart the level, or you just missed shooting the enemy and you may die. So definitely having some alignment markers where your hitbox is would be useful if the devs are listening. And the music ain't much to write home about, but the sound effects are annoying. The dude you play as is really loud, and like, if you lose, he just cusses you out, which it was funny like twice, and then it just got annoying. So I ended up muting the game after that because, yeah. So that's definitely a problem. And I don't think if there's a story mode, it's not really laid out well. Like, there are just some levels you can play, and then after so long, you play a boss level type thing. But there isn't really a whole lot in the way of, like, true progression. So there is that. The map system, I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Don't try and do a 2D map for a round plane, because it's hard to tell, where you are on it, especially, again, without any sort of alignment markers for where you are. Or even if it's just like seeing your hands or something would help this tremendously. The worlds are a thing. I wouldn't be my first choice on assets, and honestly, the gem asset almost looks like it's flipped from something. It's kind of so shoddily put in there. But I have nothing to back that up or whatever. That's just what it looks like. Honestly, if you told me this game came out late 90s, early 2000s, I'd probably believe you.
I think the thing that prevents that is the widescreen, I think.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like graphically.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like it's cut from that mold.
Yeah. Once again, it's remarkably similar to a game we just covered last week.
Mm-hmm. And
Only
yeah.
I think N2O is a better game.
Yeah. Because this one I can only really play on easy. Because without being able to line yourself up, I keep having to go back to try and get one of the gems or reset the level if I can't go back for it, which that's not great. Especially in a game that wants me to rush to the bottom. Having to stop and stuff. And there's a whole lot of, memorization and stuff like that. So if you just want to go fast, play something else. Yeah, any questions or comments from you guys?
Nope.
So what are we looking at price-wise?
A tidy sum of $4.99.
For $5, it may be worth having a look at if you have a controller. If you're somebody who's mouse and keyboard only, just avoid straight up. It's not worth anything. Because that's how bad this thing plays on a mouse or on keyboard. So I guess that's it from me.
All right, then. So yeah, that'll about do it for Pi here. Be sure to tune in after the break, as the Golics will be reviewing Procrastination.